Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson. Secretary of Benson, you were mentioned by Justice Kagan during today's arguments. Take a listen.
It sounds awfully national to me. So whatever means there are to enforce it would suggest that they have to be federal, national means. Why does, if you weren't from Colorado and you were from Wisconsin or you were from Michigan, and it really, what the Michigan Secretary of State did is going to make the difference between, whether candidate A is elected or candidate B is elected. I mean, that seems quite extraordinary, doesn't it?
If I am not mistaken, your former law school professor giving you a little shout out there. Talk about this national question, whether one state should be able to have this influence on a national election.
Yes, Justice Kagan was my former law professor, and so I appreciated the elevation of Michigan today and a recognition of the point she was trying to make, which I agreed with, which is the importance of clarity for voters nationwide on who is permitted to serve and who should provide that clarity. In my view, one of the themes of today's oral arguments was the issue of ambiguity, not just the novelty of this question as it applies here, but the ambiguity of what's an insurrection, what's an officer of the United States, and who should make those calls. Should it be states or should it be the federal government? In my view, the justices were almost unanimously clear that the federal government does have that role, and it's an argument that I agree with, being from the states, because we want to give voters that clarity, that uniformity, and we want the federal government to have the uniform response to these ambiguous questions. And then the second thing that I thought was really notable and was, to me, my favorite moment of the oral arguments was when Justice Jackson really talked about the ambiguity of the clause and said, in that case, shouldn't we recognize ambiguity and defer to ballot access when there is ambiguity, which I think is also a path that the justices may take in issuing their decision.
Secretary Benson, you held back from weighing in on how the Supreme Court should rule, but you said they should act swiftly. Can you talk to me about what swiftly looks like in a case like this, why it matters, why it's good for our democracy?
Yeah, we need clarity for all of us states having primary elections. In Michigan, our primary election is February 27th, with 9 days of voting happening before that, early voting. So in Michigan and in all the states participating in primary elections after the 27th, these voters, the political parties, and election officials need clarity and finality on this issue. The court is meeting for a conference to discuss cases. I assume and hope this will be on their agenda next Friday, the 16th. And so my hope is that we could see a decision the following week. The court, in every effort it's made so far, seems to be expediting this case and also taking the seriousness of this issue of providing finality to those in the states as front of mind. So I'm optimistic, actually, after today's oral arguments, that we'll see that finality coming out of the court and that we'll hopefully see it by the end of the month.